And we are live, folks. Welcome to the Arcane Apocalypse, a magical future where our players are playing as characters from everyday walks of life who have been flung 8 years into the future, into the year 2033, where the world has suddenly been twisted and altered by the presence of magic suddenly flooding into everyday existence. People have turned into monsters and monstrosities of all sorts, while others have gained magical powers and apparently turned into goblins. The world is now full of all sorts of dangers lurking around every corner. And our merry band of adventurers works together to try and struggle and survive through this twisted wasteland that was once America. And now, I'm going to go ahead and allow the group to introduce themselves here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get our name, who we were prior to the apocalypse, what was our life like, who were we? What are we doing now that our group has been thrown into the apocalypse? What's our role in the party? What are we doing? And our icebreaker question of the week. When you were in high school, what typical high school stereotype did you fit into? Or for those who didn't go to high school, what stereotype would you have been? A la the jocks, the goths, the band geeks, the mathletes, who knows? And we're going to go ahead and start right here with Nathan and go on down the line.
Hi, I'm Nathan. I play Agent Cade Knox. He's an employee for the Syngeni Corporation, working for the Acquisitions Division, sort of a mysterious part of the corporation. And post-apocalypse, he is a human monk, so he didn't like transform or anything. And he's kind of shadowy, so he likes to sneak around, and he's gained some magic skill recently. In high school, the group Knox probably fit in the most with was none of them. He was one of the tourists, so he would pry a group on for a season, and then if he didn't like it, he would just kind of like move on to another group. And he made friends everywhere he went, but he just never really quite fit in any certain spot. Like he tried to be a jock, but he was like, like all this heavy lifting, not for that. So he quit doing that, and then he went to like, oh, I want to learn to play some instruments. And he's like, you guys are a whole bunch of fucking nerds. I don't want to hang out with you. And so then he like left that. So like he wasn't, he didn't necessarily stick to one group. Oh, sorry, our lights went out.
Nope. Go ahead, we can still hear you.
Yeah, and that would be it.
Hi, I'm Jordan. I'm playing Ro. Before the apocalypse, Ro was a robot personal assistant, and now she is a human bard. She was created by the Syngeni Corporation also. And Ro was born 26, so she never went to high school. But if she did, she would probably be like a theater kid. Yeah, I think she'd be a theater kid.
I'm Curtis, playing Reverend Himmelberger, aka Rev. Let's see, before the apocalypse, I was a small town pastor. After the apocalypse, now I'm a Goliath cleric. As far as my kind of clique stereotype in high school, I'm gonna have to say jock, and I say that because I did used to play football and rugby in high school, and I figured I would pick this as a nod to our stolen comrade, because one of the positions I played in rugby, for anybody who knows anything about rugby, was hooker. So I figured a little nod to our friend. So yeah, and so I'm gonna go with jock for that very simple fact that yes, once in my past, I too was a hooker.
And
Hi.
there it is.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I'm playing Kyanine-X, the Autonome Illusionist. Before the apocalypse, I did not exist, as I was created after the apocalypse took place. If he had had the chance to go through high school, I think he would have been a full-on mathlete concerned with how things work and how they fit together. But as it stands, I think that his pieces probably made it through high school as part of the AV club and the computer lab.
The computer lab.
Awesome, I love it. So I'm Chris. I'm playing Dr. Hermes Sanguine. Before the apocalypse, I was retired special forces and a doctor. And now, post-apocalypse, I'm a human fighter. For my most the clique that I would probably fit the most in high school, honestly, one or another at various different points in time. I'll say jock just because I usually did track or cross country throughout like most of like high school or wrestling, things like that. Love playing sports, but I also was in a concert chorus, like loved the ceramics, like was friends with theater kids, scene kids, Roar XD, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, I guess we'll go with jock.
And I'm Bill Stifler. I am your dungeon master here on the Arcane Apocalypse. I don't have a character. I'm
But
all
you
of the
are
characters.
one.
So I am a character. Thank you for that, Kurt. Thank you for that. But we'll pick up here with our summary of what happened last time as our group of apocalyptic explorers had been most recently working their way through an old army base, Fort Riley, where they were attempting to scavenge for any manner of useful supplies, potentially weapons left over, rations, useful equipment, and hopefully some sort of transportation that they could use to work their way back through the Arcane storms to make it the 40 miles back east towards Dr. Hermes Sanguine's house, where he currently is going to be looking for the hopefully his wife and daughter still alive, but at the very least is going to start searching for evidence of where they may have gotten to in these past 8 years. And as they explored through this army base, we found a working Humvee, encountered a squad of goblins who had barricaded the old Cavalry Museum and the Education Center right next to it, and had been apparently using it as some sort of hideout or outpost. After the group quickly fried a number of them, thanks to Rev's quick magic, and then scared off the rest due to Dr. Sanguine firing off a gunshot, it seems as though they haven't seen people with guns or bullets more accurately in a while, and they were utterly terrified of that scenario as the leader couple of goblins screamed to hide, and we started hearing the sound of numerous dirt bikes taking off into the distance. Just in time for Kyanine-X to receive an urgent incoming message on his newly acquired sending stone from his master, the great Leo, that we now know as the one and only Leonardo da Vinci, whose body has been turned into that of a giant turtle here in the apocalypse. The urgent message quickly alerted Kyanine-X to the incoming danger of none other than a dragon soaring overhead. The group, thinking quickly, had bashed the rear end of the Humvee right through the front door of the Cavalry Museum, breaking through the blockade, and were able to get in and take cover while continuing to scavenge for the numerous, or so far 2, magical objects that Kyanine-X detected. one being a magical saddle that was on side a statue, and the other appearing to be a magic bag of Skittles scavenged out of the back of a vending machine. The group hides currently in one of the main exhibits of the museum that appears to be an exhibit of various cavalry uniforms from the army over the decades. And we pick up there with the group standing huddled, trying to figure out what next to do, where to scout, what's the game plan from here, with a dragon soaring overhead. And there we resume.
Okay, we had run, last I remember we had run inside the building, and we were bowling up in one of the rooms, and we had all taken on positions hiding amongst the things. Well, if I remember correctly, you had hidden as a statue by just standing perfectly still and hoping that would work.
I was on top of one of the horses.
Oh, yes.
Pretending to be one of the soldiers on the horses.
Yes, exactly. So I was thinking about it, and I would like to cast Minor Illusion on the window. It's just outside the window, such that it looks like the window and interior of the room as though nothing is moving. So that
interesting.
So that I can stare out the window without being seen.
Sure. I'll give you that. Give me an Arcana check to see how good that one is, though.
Sure. 12. Oof.
Okay. And what's everybody else doing?
I'm on top of the horse, just completely still.
I think I took cover behind was it a fallen down bookshelf or something?
You tell me.
I took cover behind a fallen down bookshelf.
Sure.
Are the steps nearby?
So there's the main stairs are kind of back in the foyer. So you guys are currently in one of the two side rooms. So the layout of the building here is that there is kind of a main foyer with one exhibit off through an arched kind of open doorway on either side. And inside the main foyer, there's also a little gift shop and a little information/welcome booth on each side of the big staircase that goes up to the next level.
I would like to run up the staircase and kind of try to hide upstairs eventually.
All right, so we're gonna leave the room with the rest of the group and take off upstairs into the museum. Got it. All right, so
I'm not actually hiding. I'm just standing in the middle. I'm just standing by the window that has the
yeah. You're trying to see what's going on.
Illusory shade, as it were.
So, yeah. So Ro and Hermes are hiding. Rev is darting upstairs. K9X is checking out the window, trying to see what he can see of the dragon. And what is Nox doing?
As everyone kind of takes their positions, Nox is going to see Kai doing that. And once again, while Kai is doing magic, he's going to observe it. While you're concentrating on it, he's going to quietly come over and just gun out, and he's going to point it at the window that you're protecting, or that you're doing the minor. What is it? Minor illusion.
Minor illusion. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm just going to point it at that. And just what do you think the plan is, Kai?
Oh, I can't wait to observe this dragon up close. I've never seen one in person. I've only heard rumors, and I cannot wait to see it. I plan on documenting every detail so that I can enter it into the zoonautical, what do they call it? The Arcanum Zoological. I had to forget what I'd called it.
Okay.
And just as you say Arcanum Zoological, I need everybody to give me perception checks. Based on your positionings, K9X, you're going to have advantage, and Rev, you'll also have advantage.
I will double 13s. So I got a 14.
I got
Yep.
22 with an at 20.
Got a 22.
Okay.
Not even gonna
Yeah.
bother saying mine out loud.
So,
Not bad, huh?
oh, and Nox, you got a 21.
I did.
Ironically, the one who's sitting there peering through the glass trying to spot the dragon is one of the ones who doesn't notice it because he's too busy.
He's concentrated.
Actually, I'd like to think he got distracted by Nox showing up and pointing the pistol. You're like just pointing your gun at his magic, and like, and you got like for a split second you look away, just as you hear a cacophonous sound of glass shattering. Nox, from your vantage point, you can actually see that the white dragon that you all spotted before and have been taking cover from has just crashed through the glass roof on the ed center next to you over the other building, the one that you are not hiding in. Everybody hears the crash. Well, Ro doesn't. And Dr. Sanguine and Rev, you're both able to figure out exactly where that's coming from right off the bat. But yeah, Nox, you can definitely see it as this dragon just straight up crashes through the roof. Oh, good. I can break that. Perfect.
Ro is so focused on maintaining her position, her hiding position, that she just does not hear this loud crash.
Just dropped the dragon really far down.
That's dedication. A statue wouldn't notice this, so that's good.
Nox is going to kind of whoever's in the room, he's gonna like in a low sort of hushed, letting everyone know like there's some kind of like wyvern or some worm or drake or something that landed in the building next door.
Another one? I get to see two?
I don't know if it's another one. I saw it crash into this.
Rev is hiding on the staircase and not saying anything. I don't want to be found by dragons.
I mean, yeah. Let's just keep hiding, guys. I don't know. Figure out what to
Still
do.
keep hiding?
I think we're staying put and watching from our observers post.
Yeah, as you two, those of you who are like actually sorry, Rev, you get upstairs, because you're up at the second landing as well, right? So like what you said you were running upstairs while other people.
I want to be as far away, but still kind of be able to see people. So however far that
you go
takes me.
upstairs, you won't be able to see people really. I mean, it's a staircase, and people are in a different room from the staircase.
I know. What I'm saying is like I want to be on the stairs, up them.
Once you hit the staircase, you can't see anybody anymore.
To a point where I can still kind of see downstairs. I'm not actually trying to see others, but like
you'll be able to still see the foyer. Yeah. Oh yeah, so there's a balcony level. Like you can go up to the very top of the stairs and see down into the foyer, but you can't see over into the exhibit where the rest of the group is.
Okay, I'll go up. Worst case is I have to jump.
Yeah.
That would be worst case. Let's avoid that.
And there is like a big pair of glass doors up that are somewhat barricaded. Like they're all cracked and shattered, but they're barricaded. But because they're up on the second floor, they're not nearly as heavily. They're not like barricaded the way the front doors were. They're barricaded more the way the windows are.
Gotcha.
There's not really a well, there was a balcony, but you all kind of destroyed the pillars to the balcony, and so the balcony collapsed on your Humvee when you backed the Humvee up into the doors. So those doors now open. If you were to hypothetically go through that barricade, the doors just drop like 15 feet to the big rubble remains out front.
I don't plan on going out that way, but I do plan on like overseeing the lobby, kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
Just so I can see as much as I can see, but I can still stay hidden. Yeah.
And as we're all poised, trying to figure out what's going on next, you're able to kind of also you're able to see through. You can see some shuffling, and everybody, go ahead and give me another perception check as we're at least those of us who are looking out the windows. I don't know if the two of you, Dr. Hermes and Ro, are doing anything, or if you're still maintaining your position. It's been about a minute now.
I was told to
since
stay
the
hidden,
initial since we initially got into place.
Okay, I'll have to recast minor illusion, but I'll just duplicate the same illusion.
Sure. Well, when I say it's been about a minute since you got your call that there was a dragon, is what I should say. So
Sure, but I'm gonna have to periodically keep recasting this to keep it up.
So you can go ahead and keep redoing the spell and redoing your minor illusion, and it will keep that effect going up. And just as you go to do that, you hear another buzzing. Kinda next, I don't know how to tell you this, but there's a second one. I think it was chasing the first. This one's red and a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit bigger.
Wait, a bigger red dragon?
What's that now?
That's wonderful.
Kai, which type of wonderful are we talking about here, bud?
The absolute type of wonderful, where we get to witness not only a white dragon, but also a red dragon in the same day.
That was what I was afraid of.
Is this the kind of witness? I guess I'm not close enough to.
Nope, you.
Kai, what are we gonna know about this red dragon? What makes it so wonderful? Do you know anything about it?
I've never seen one before. I can't wait.
I think he's just elated at the opportunity to witness two dragons at the same time. Hi, did I hear correctly that the red dragon was chasing the white one? Is that what the Great Leo said?
Yes, he mentioned that.
We could use that, possibly. But we need to. Okay. I'm like, guys, the dragons aren't friends. So keep that in mind.
Oh, you think this will be a predation event?
I do think so. It could be a thing to witness. We can even sort of help it along, possibly, if we, play it right. I don't think they know we're here.
And at that, you hear a terrifically fantastic roaring sound as you spot a dark red shape soaring through the sky, flying straight past and overhead, zooming off to the west. Without any sign of slowing down whatsoever.
I think the white dragon might have lost its tail. The red dragon lost track of the white dragon. I didn't mean that the white dragon's tail fell off. That would be absolutely crazy.
I mean, even I'd want to pick that up. I agree.
What are we doing?
I don't see the white dragon at the moment.
Somebody should find
you can
red.
see some. You can actually see some shuffling in through some. Like, you can just barely see in through some of the barricades on the second floor in the other building where the dragon had landed. I will go ahead and
Does it look like the white dragon, the red dragon is circling or looking this way?
the red.
Yes. You said it went past us without slowing. Any sign that it's looking this way?
I think you said without looking back, right?
Yeah, so far, no.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Beelining it.
And
I was gonna lure it down with an illusion of the white dragon.
there you go. So you can kind of see the in the top of the building there, where it is broken through.
Okay.
But that is the opposite building from where you guys are. but it has kind of crashed down through the ceiling there.
As I think this is the time where we get what we came for, while we have the opportunity.
I think we got what we came for.
Now, I do want to agree, but at the same time, I don't want to leave an angry white dragon that already has an issue with us behind us that
that's no
can still fly.
Why do you assume that it has a problem with us?
Because it came down for us originally.
I don't think we have enough information to make that assumption. At this moment, we saw that a white dragon descended from the sky. It may have been coming for us, or it may have been avoiding a predator.
This is true. Okay.
Just the behavior of it with it, like, it crashed into that building. I watched it. It wasn't coming here to hunt us. It was fleeing something.
Okay.
And I don't know anything about dragons, but, you know, when something's fleeing for its life, it's generally not on the hunt as well.
Okay.
So, our chances of getting anything else that we need and getting in the Humvee and getting out are probably the best right now. That thing is scared, probably hurt. And it could possibly be slightly trapped in that building. I don't want to go in there and start blasting at it and creating a new enemy, but we probably should move fast if we're going to do anything else here.
Hear me out. What if we help it and then it becomes our best friend?
I mean,
Maybe you'll be on our side.
I wouldn't say no to a pet dragon, but
You guys remember the giant butterfly that tried to kill us?
Dragons aren't butterflies.
yeah,
That was a
they
butterfly
are.
and it was dangerous.
Maybe, like how butterflies are dangerous now, dragons actually like people.
I feel like we should get Kurt's input, Rev's input.
Has Rev
You look around
alive?
and you don't
Point
see
my head
Rev.
around the corner and be like,
We
hey, Rev,
should probably
Rev, just
all
get down
talk
here.
and decide what
team
we're
meeting.
gonna do.
Are you saying that like loud enough that I would?
Just like whispering it up the stairs directly at you, like, yo, Rev, get down here. We're having a team meeting.
You're gonna notice I don't like immediately show up.
I have a feeling if we step out of this door, we're going to have a red dragon on our hands.
Should we wait a while?
We could also get in the car and dip, but
We could, or, and hear me out, we could go in the other building to get a closer look at the white dragon.
I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. We can just keep hidden and then also go check out to see if the dragon needs help. Because it did just crash into that building and... Oh, at least that's what you guys said. I was busy being a statue.
If we are insistent on going and checking out the other building, let us have an escape plan ready with the car ready to go,
Running.
where it's like
Yeah.
hop in and we, like, everything is packed, everyone's good to go. None of this, everyone's in a different spot when all shit goes down this time. Okay?
That makes good sense.
But hear me out. What if we see an item that looks interesting or helpful?
what? While we're there in the other
And
building?
grab it. That's what we're here for. I thought that we were here to gather supplies and
Okay.
Yes.
like any
Sure.
information. I mean, also any information regarding Dr. Sanguine's family, right?
100%. 100%.
Yeah. So I think we'll like a quick investigation here, and then
Where refugees would have gone, anything like that.
So we're heading to the dragon.
if you are insistent, we definitely need Rev's input. But I mean,
Has Rev reached us yet?
against my better judgment, it is a dragon. Like that. That is kind of. I want to see it too.
We need it for the
Arcanum zoological.
yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, so after all the commotion, you hear like Rev starting to come downstairs, kind of like tripping and bobbling over all the junk that's all over the place.
And as he does so, you all see that coming out from the top of his head, where his kind of hair was once before, appeared to be a whole sprig of wildflowers, as though all of his hairs have been replaced with literally a bushel full of little wildflowers all over his head.
Sorry, Rev?
You ate some of the Skittles, didn't you?
Oh no. My boy, look what they did to
You
my
have no
boy.
idea. You have no idea what you're talking about.
You're literally chewing them
anywhere?
right now.
I don't know what you're
Skittles on your
saying.
tongue?
What?
Is there a mirror in the
Your
room
Skittles in your tongue?
around anywhere?
No, I didn't. No,
Yeah.
guys, listen.
So if you guys
No,
go
you're
out
talking.
into the foyer at the gift shop, there's like a little sunglasses stand with like the little mirrors, so you can see how you look in the sunglasses.
I'm going to grab Rev and bring him to the sunglasses stand and show him his hair.
Side note: there are still sunglasses on there, Knox. If you wanted sunglasses here, since you didn't find any in the Humvee.
Grab the
I don't.
coolest.
I don't think
Matrix
in
looking.
character. I don't think in character I said anything about the Skittles yet.
Nope. But Kai
Oh.
knows that they're magic.
Yeah.
Kai didn't know that they were Skittles. I knew that there was magic.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Did you? Or
I
did-
don't know anything about Skittles or magical Skittles, but I do show Rev his
the hair. You like
Yes.
pull him over and like shove his face in it and like look.
I'm gonna be a little shocked, obviously. It's got like little flowers poking out of my head.
Are you wearing a hat? You had like a
Uh,
ring baseball hat a lot
Yeah, I
of times you were
do.
wearing.
I
So
do.
if-
So is
if
it
you're
just,
wearing
like,
it, so it's
poking
like
out a little bit?
poking out the back, like the spot on the back where it's like underneath the thing, you know. Like you got this like crazy flower mullet going on.
Does it feel like hair in as much of like if I pull on it, does it hurt? Like if I
Oh
pull
yeah,
out
yeah,
hair?
yeah. They feel attached to like 100%. Like that's your hair.
Well, I go to like pull on it and like it hurts real bad for a second. Ow! And I'm gonna just stare at. I'm gonna double take at Kai. I'm gonna be like, "Are you playing games? What did you do to me?
I didn't do that.
Do you know what's happening? Why is what?" I'm gonna take my hat off and just go, like.
like a
I suppose it could be an effect of the thaumaturgic aether, or perhaps the dragons themselves bring such a confluence of thaumaturgic aether to us that it is causing wild magic effects to spring up. I mean, unless you consumed some
It's
sort
so
of magic in them.
weird. Are you sure you didn't do this?
I have not. There's dragons. I'm paying
It feels
attention to them.
really fair enough. I don't know what
color of
this
the
is.
flowers.
I'm paying attention.
I've never heard Kai mention a spell to turn somebody into a Pikmin. So I mean, like, I don't think it would be him who would do
He
that.
turns himself into a bush all the time.
That's different.
Is it like
I can also turn myself into you, and I'll cast magic illusion, minor illusion, to turn myself into a duplicate of Rev, which will drop the minor illusion on the window.
The window. Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little bit horrified and be like, "Is that what I look like?"
Oh, I hate seeing pictures of myself.
The minor
man.
illusion, without the mouth moving, just says, "Is that what I look like?" in your voice.
I'm just gonna start like looking at myself because obviously I've changed, and now seeing myself like in person, because you know we're not like looking at mirrors and stuff, and I've
Yeah,
become
yeah.
this Goliath, and my skin's changed, and just like horrified the way that I look. Thanks for that, Kai.
You're more than welcome.
I like the hair.
It's growing on me.
Ah!
That took Bill a second.
Sorry.
Bill and Chris.
My ADHD was doing many things at once, and it
felt
took
like
it a second to cycle back to checking on the joke.
It felt like a Kai 9X joke. A bit of a slow burn.
While that's going on, I'm going to notice that the sunglasses that Agent Knox has now put on, and I'm going to go, ooh, and then take a look and see if there's any of the yellow low light glasses that would kind of use like shooting glasses almost.
Wait, what is he looking for?
Yellow low light glasses. Usually you use them for low light driving and whatnot, but I
Oh
don't know,
yeah.
I'm
The little
picturing,
like
shooting
they've got
glasses.
yeah. Yep.
You know, like,
Yeah. Give me an investigation check as you spin around the little sunglasses rack looking.
investigation.
Yeah.
15.
A 15. Yeah.
Mhm.
It takes you a second or two, but you find one pair on the back side. It's like a little, it's like one of those little spinny towers.
Mhm.
And it's like very on the very bottom, and there was like another pair of sunglasses like shoved on top of it. So it took you a second to find it. But yeah, you find a pair of, they're like old school
Shooting
aviators.
glasses?
They're old school like aviators, but with the yellow low light tint.
Love it.
And they do have the little side pieces as well.
Oh, sick! Yes. Guys, you have no idea how excited I am for these.
So are we going over to the other building to check out the dragon? I would like to.
There's a.
Yes.
Is it dead?
Well, we don't know.
Last
It
you saw,
crashed
you could
into the
see
building.
shuffling on the second floor window.
Could be death rows, but
Or likely not.
I mean, if it was getting beat up by that other one and fell through a roof, maybe it's injured.
And we should help it.
As you hear the sounds of the other
The
one
wildlife.
coming back.
Oh,
Oh no.
hearing sounds of it means it's fairly low to the ground too.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Is that everybody?
Keep asking me to make a check that I'm
anybody-
terrible at.
Anybody
And I
who's
keep
looking at
getting
windows, or who can see the windows, yeah.
I'm not particularly interested in playing with dragons today.
Perception.
Right, like they usually.
Yeah, I mean the dragon's getting
People
closer. It
and
definitely
stuff?
sounds louder than the roar you
like-
heard last time, but none of you are able to see it from your vantage points.
To be fair,
Okay.
we don't yet know what they usually do. This is the first one we've ever seen.
Yeah,
Well,
Rev, do you have
you've-
a lot of experience with dragons?
You've seen a lot of movies, right?
Oh, certainly.
Well, the ones with dragons,
Absolutely.
they very often end the same way.
Sure. And it could be Smog. Bad news. Or it could be Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
This little guy. You know what? Yeah, you're not wrong. It could be.
That is some
Could be.
deep arcane knowledge.
I think that is I think that's
Deep
a very
arcane knowledge.
valid point.
I used to have that movie.
You mean you're talking about the animated Hobbit movie?
I think he was talking about Puff the Magic
course.
Dragon.
Oh,
Yeah, in character.
In character, in real life. No, I have a. Yeah, I used to have a VHS copy of that. It's still sitting around somewhere.
absolutely hilarious. Anyway,
All right, I'm down to go and see this dragon. If you guys are.
I think,
Yes.
I think the other
even though
dragon
you
is
hear the
coming
other
back, though,
dragon
right?
coming back,
Let's
getting
wait.
closer.
We hear the other dragon coming back and getting closer. Is that what you just said?
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah.
That dragon roar that you heard sounded like the red dragon returning, and the roar was much louder and closer and lower to the ground than you heard its screech as it flew past the first time.
Do we instead want to
But
see a
none of you
predation
were
event?
able to see it when you rolled your perception checks.
Do
You were
we
just able to tell that it was a lot closer than before.
do we instead
As-
want to see a predation event?
As long as we're not on the prey end of that, sure.
Okay, I'll go with that version instead because there's still plenty to be learned there. Instead of walking over to the other building, I will cast Silent Image on the roof across the way, so that the image is a white dragon body, but not the full body, the tail and back legs crawling into the broken ceiling top.
You're baiting them.
Okay, you make me do this.
And minor silent image can move, so I can make it. I can animate it such that it looks like a dragon climbing into the ceiling there.
Perfect.
I don't know what you're doing, but that version looks a little bit more seductive than escaping.
I'm sorry, I only got a very brief look at it. If we could have just gone to the other building, my illusion would have been much more precise.
Fair enough.
Let's just wait. Can you do that thing on the window again?
Oh yes, of course. Quickly minor illusion the window such that it does not look like we are in here.
And then after.
Do you need me to make another Arcana check, or what was that on that one? Arcana?
Sure.
It's no more convincing than the last time.
There you go. So
I
you guys
can't
can
get all
see
my
the
low
little
rolls out.
little white tail of a dragon. Let me I'll make it more obvious.
And as Kai does that, I'm gonna just, knowing that we might be waiting a little bit, I'm just gonna like walk around that little area, room that we're in, and just see if there's anything that I can grab to like make some comfortable little, like almost like we're camping, like pulling over stuff to make like a little campsite, and see if there's any food, that kind of thing. Anything that might be at a gift shop.
I like it. You're making like a little clubhouse
Little
out of our.
campsite. Yeah, exactly.
Bro, that's very nice.
It's a good idea.
So as you make all of those preparations, get your little setup going and everything, and we've got the illusion all situated. Both you can have multiple minor illusions. Yeah, is that?
No. The second I cast one, the previous one disappears, which is why I said when I cast Kurtz, my window one dissipated. I just put the window one back up. That is silent image.
Silent image. That's right.
I'm concentrating on that.
Yep. So you got both illusions going up.
Yep.
Ro is making all of the preparations and getting everything situated. And as you all continue to wait and see, suddenly the red dragon comes into view, barreling down right towards the illusion. And the white illusion, the illusion of the white dragon that he put over there on the other room. Not the
at the window.
Not the window one.
That is a fair question.
That's hilarious.
Fair question.
Just crashes into the party setting up their
Just
¿Por qué no los dos? ¿Por qué no los dos?
All that work for nothing.
The dragon's getting real close, guys.
It's real close.
No, hold on.
He's gonna turn. He's gonna turn.
Guys like sitting there
Everybody
cheering
make a
for it.
dexterity check.
Come on.
Just buzzes the building like in Top Gun, just buzzing the tower.
Just buzzing the tower, yeah. There we go. As the dragon takes its position overhead, or zooming in, not taking its position overhead, sorry. Taking its, its position.
Flying.
It is kind of landing right there. You can see its wing on the camera.
Okay. Well, as it draws close, I'm going to animate the illusion such that it looks like it dips into the hole in the ceiling and then stop concentrating on the illusion.
Yeah. So as the illusion drops down, you hear a massive screeching and yelping as anybody who's looking into the window sees a blast of crystalline, icy cold energy shoot in a big ol' eruption right up and out the broken skylight towards the red dragon. As it rears back, screeching and howling, it then takes a second and its head arches back and lunges forward, spewing a massive spray of fire right down and into the museum exhibit below. Or not museum exhibit, sorry, into the Ed Center below where the white dragon once was. And then dives in, and you just hear all sorts of cacophonous screeching and scratching as the two dragons continue to roar and bellow, and you hear crashes and thundering of what sounds like stone and columns breaking all over the place inside.
Hey guys, gambling was really popular among the synthetic robots. You guys want to place bets on this?
Everything. I'm gonna whip out my wallet and just like drop the like $300 I have in my pocket and just be like, red. Fire is always better.
All right. I'm always willing to take an underdog. I'm gonna take out my credit card.
Take out your credit card.
I love it. You guys are betting with money that doesn't exist anymore and credit cards that don't work. Perfect.
As far as you know, have you looked for a Capital One location yet?
and
Maybe we should gamble. Maybe we should gamble
on
a
what?
favor. A favor. That's something everybody can give.
Okay.
I don't have much in the way of goods.
got any dandelions?
Show me a perception check real
I
quick.
think I ate them all.
Me?
Wait, who?
Row.
Hi.
Ooh.
Oh,
I want to mention that you've been following your
actually, you will have
directive
advantage on that
pretty
row. Sorry.
hardcore.
Thank you.
It's awfully inspiring.
I do also have heroic inspiration already, but thank you.
I figured.
I forgot about that. Oh no, I don't.
All right, yeah. So, we're betting favors. No dandelions, of course. That
Are we
do it.
betting? Okay, I guess.
I bet on the red dragon that the next time we find ice cream, that you can have mine, or I get yours. Grilled cheese, whichever comes first.
I don't know if grilled cheese even exists anymore.
Well, but if we find like we can still make grilled cheese, right? That can still exist. Bread and cheese is like pretty basic.
Guys, you know there's two dragons fighting over there.
Oh, we're
We're
watching.
figure out
We're
what we're gonna bet. How we're gonna make this bet.
If Kai could pout, he would be pouting because he can't see what's happening with the dragons and inside the other building.
Don't you?
I'd assume you're
guy.
Send your little dude over.
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think to do that. I'm gonna send Bits. Ooh.
You actually
Okay.
look to see where Bits is, and you realize he's actually already standing over there, flying above, waiting for you to start looking through.
Love it. I'm going to move so that I'm away from the window. I'm going to start looking through Bits's vision, and as Bits sends me information, I'm going to immediately project it into the middle of the room as a minor illusion that I will update such that we get like a stop motion recreation of the dragon
Yes.
fight.
How
as it
often do you
happens.
update
It's like an
them?
old school
Is it every
slideshow.
6 seconds, or is it?
I think. I mean, I'll do it as frequently as you'll let me, which I think is probably every 6 seconds.
I don't remember the exact statistics of the
Mechanically, that's the fastest I could do it. According
Yeah,
to
since we're not in combat, I'll give you a bit faster than that. It's much more stop motion-y.
Sure.
Probably about once a second here. As we're going in. So all bets are placed.
I'm going. I'll go ice. I like an underdog.
I'm doing ice.
All right,
like
so
that
2 for the
stuff.
white dragon. Rev's going for the red dragon. Knox, what are you doing? Are you not involved?
I'm casting minor illusion on the window now that it's not there.
You're duplicating my window shade. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna take the easiest illusion that has been dropped, and I'm gonna like, all right, I've been watching him do this. I can do it. And then I'm gonna like walk up and like put my hand up, and you're gonna see like this little red light in my palm, just like laser grid, like that triangle laser grid that like scans where the window is and then projects
the image onto it. Nice.
Thought you were gonna put a box in front of the window.
No, that I can't enforce surfaces yet.
And then this going up.
So as K9X
So what
starts
are we-
projecting, you see.
What are we betting? I just want to make sure we're clear on this.
I mean, I was using my debit card, but then you said favors, so I think we're all doing favors now or something.
Yikes.
Yes.
What
Deal.
does Ro use
Bro,
as favor?
you can't say like
I shake both
Oh.
their hands at the same time.
You
bro,
reach out both
it's not
hands.
like a
like,
St. Jenny favor, right? You're not
I have no idea what you're talking about.
like the
What did I-
corporate favors that you know.
No, nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
I don't know what I just joined, but
I was talking like,
all
Little
bets are
wink.
off. You know.
Also,
Don't make me a sandwich.
Ro and Hermes were betting the same direction. Rev
Yes.
is the one who bet opposite. K9X,
Yes.
were you betting?
No.
Okay. So Rev bet red, Ro and okay. So as the projection starts, right after Ro shakes both Rev's and Hermes' hands, you see the images of a red dragon that's about 30% smaller than the white dragon is about 30% smaller than the red dragon, as it appears to be immediately overwhelmed by the red dragon's size and ferocity. As the projections start, you see it laying on its back, writhing frantically, trying to push up at the red dragon, swiping furiously, not able to make any sort of purchase, as the red dragon cackles and laughs, and then just proceeds to slowly raise an arm back, and then right across. And even in the illusory image, you see a spritz of dragon from the white spray across the room as it fizzles out of existence, as it moves out of the range of the illusion, going.
Oh, that's not a good sign for the white dragon.
So, Ro and Rev, each as a representative of your respective dragon. I'm going to need each of you to give me a d20.
Oh, nice. I like that they're representing the dragons in this fight.
Just a raw d20. I'm not going to tell you what they get to add or what they get to do.
I got a 2.
No.
And Ro got a 1! What? A 2 and a 1?
That's either horrible or great.
I
don't
chose
know.
white.
We'll
I
see.
chose white. I chose white. Can I get thrown?
Ro is the representative.
Oh no.
Can I heroic inspiration this?
No, absolutely not. Oh no.
Oh my god.
So, as the red dragon swipes at it, clawing, leaving it bloodied, the white just barely manages to quickly slide out from underneath and leap onto the red's back, wrapping its arms around it as it rips at the wings, starting to shred. You see the red dragon losing one of its wings, but it roars, and at the last second, the head turns the whole way around, pointed right in the white's face as its mouth just yawns open and a massive spray of fire engulfs the white dragon's face entirely, leaving it a singed, burning husk as it falls limp. Dropping off
Crispy.
What?
Well, that's disappointing.
I named him Jacrispy.
You're crispy. I like it.
Yeah. That's the red dragon's name in my eyes now.
Well,
Cannon.
sir, I owe you a favor.
All I need is a grilled cheese or ice cream next time we find one.
And mine and your bet against each other were just cash and
Just-
credit card. So I mean, here you go. Credit score's
Hold
pretty
on
good,
to-
but
Hold on to that, thought and sit on it,
I don't want to sit on my grilled cheese or my ice cream.
I was talking about the favor, but okay.
Oh god.
So,
Gotta love
what's
your
the
Rev.
red dragon doing now? Is it just eating the white dragon?
100%.
So
And
you guys
see,
want to go kill
if
a
you're
partially
keeping
injured
the
red dragon?
illusion going up in the vision, you actually see it specifically going right for all of the significant organs. Like the first thing it does is it goes right for the white dragon's heart and pulls it out, and you see it's actually like icy blue, and it just immediately shatters it and swallows it as it just kind of explodes all over the place. And it's like slurping up all of the remains of the juices.
You can turn that off now, Kai.
Are you sure? There's so much to be learned. You'll notice he went for the heart first. I wonder if that is the center of the condensed center of the thaumaturgic disturbance that creates the dragon. If so, I would really love to get my hands on one at some point.
Well,
So much we could be learning from the carcass if we could only get rid of the red dragon.
I mean, the red dragon still probably has a heart.
And it's hurt.
Fireheart.
Those are good points.
That'd be pretty cool. But I mean, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
That is true. It's kind of scary.
I mean, we'll probably run into more dragons, right?
I have never seen one before. This is the first.
There's
Oh,
one right here.
They're not like flying around everywhere around these parts.
All right. What do you guys think we should do? Kill the red dragon while it's weak, or try to dip out and leave it behind us, where it could also just notice us leaving and attack us? There's risks involved with
It might not be
either,
able
but I
to
don't.
fly after us right now.
It is.
With
It
the
does have
damaged
its wing. Yeah, its wing has been pretty ripped up, so we might have a decent chance of getting away in that Humvee.
Yeah. We could always.
Fighting the dragon will expend resources that we don't have, that we actually came here to gather to ensure that we have the strength to fight when we travel on the rest of our journey.
Other
If
than
we
the Humvee,
consistently fight everything that we come across, we are never going to get anywhere.
I do
Other than the
appreciate your
Humvee, though,
focus
we
on your main objective there, Nox.
I
other than the
gotta
Humvee,
say,
though, we
Nox,
haven't really picked up anything resource-wise.
that's true.
I'm gonna like look.
So we
I'm
do
gonna like
still need
look
to loot.
around and be like, do we want to check this building for any?
Oh. I do admit that it would be the safest course of action to leave right now. We have retrieved the magical items that we found in the area. We've retrieved the Humvee. This is honestly the best this could have gone for us. Though I am loath to leave behind the remains of that dragon.
We could always come back later, maybe check and see if it's okay. I mean,
Check and see if the white dragon's okay.
The red dragon,
No,
I
no.
think he meant.
like, if the red dragon's gone, you know what I mean? If it's gone, then we can, take some of the parts or something with us for it. But in the meantime, Kai, and Nox and Bro and Rev, do you guys think we should just dip out of here as fast as we can, but just head to a different part of the base and keep looting and looking for supplies to bring us on our way? Because he's right. The another fight would definitely use resources that we don't necessarily have right now. And
I
I've
think
never fought a dragon before.
I think we have our main objective, right? Like we came for a car. The other stuff was, if we found some cool stuff that could help us along the way. But I don't know.
Okay.
Man. It seems
We
like this
already
place is pretty
know.
picked over.
We already know that there's like multiple large creatures at the front of this base.
That's true.
And other creatures that we saw. I can't remember what we saw after the phase spiders.
Displacer
it was-
beast.
Giant lizards.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we've displacer beast. We've seen a lot of weird stuff around here. So
Okay.
maybe it's best to just go.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Yeah,
we can-
this space has been pretty overrun between goblins, the crazy beasts at the beginning, the displacer beast, the phase spiders, and 2 dragons. One white, one red, have all been in this particular base. We might want to vacate.
I do.
Yeah.
You all say this like everywhere else is less dangerous.
Yeah, that's a good point. But
Now, out of curiosity, what do you guys plan to do? Because we do have the Humvee, but Wait, did we out of character? Did we look around and like know that they were leftover dirt bikes? We saw the pile of dirt bikes.
Kind of heard
You
them.
haven't checked that pile after the engagement. You had seen them kind of early on in the fight when specifically like Nox got better eyes on them when he went over, or anybody who went over to where the Humvee was parked originally.
Yeah.
Was
okay, so we knew how many were there.
So Nox and Rogue
knew how
could
many
see some.
goblins got away.
Well, they were kind of buried in some shrubbery and bushes. Like
Okay.
Ostensibly, there may be around 4 dirt bikes over there.
there might be
No,
some.
I know.
There might
I
be
just
some
don't know
left.
if I would know that. Want normally go over there. So
Out of character,
Yeah.
you heard 4 dirt bikes take off.
yeah. So I know there's.
Or actually,
I just
in
didn't know
character,
if
sorry, in character, you
I
heard
would.
4 dirt bikes take off, but you don't know how many were there before. Nobody actually was able to get a count.
Sure.
Okay.
You were in combat the whole time. They're obscured by a bunch of bushes and stuff, and nobody has been able to check after that yet. So there might
Okay.
be dirt bikes still there. There might not.
So who wants to get the Humvee going, and we'll see if there's some dirt bikes to snag too, so that we can make it so that we're not all crammed into the Humvee. We can
The
have somebody
more-
riding ahead for scouting.
The dirt bikes were
My
also
only
parked
concern-
directly outside the window of the dragon.
Oh, never mind. All right,
My
yeah, let's
only
all get to the Humvee.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
What's
My
your
only
concern?
concern with that is that the more vehicles we have, the more vehicles we have to keep fueled. That could be an issue.
There is also to tack on with that, Dr. Sanguine, we are the only 2 with firearms.
This is true.
So
This is
when we
true.
are moving, we are going to be a loud, obvious target. So that means if we do have to defend ourselves while we are mobile, it is me and you.
Fair.
So if we add another vehicle into the mix, that means one of us is probably going to be driving something.
Mm.
I don't know if
I can drive and shoot. We both on a dirt
I
bike.
really want to believe that, but you fell out of a wagon.
We weren't gonna talk about it, dude. You were being so cool about it. I literally was like, I respect it. Thank you for that, man. Totally meant to do that. But all right, if you're just gonna
It's-
call me out, fine. We'll go.
Tactically fell out of a wagon and you recovered, but just on a
Tactically fell
dirt
out of a
bike.
wagon.
And
Riding on a
you're
dirt
not
bike and
wrong.
shooting a pistol would be so difficult.
Oh yeah, the recoil would be a real pain in the ass.
It'd be difficult to be accurate, but you
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah. Mechanically,
doing
you
it
wouldn't be able
would
to
be
do anything intense. You would have to be
Doing it
able
would
to.
be easy.
Yeah.
It
Hitting
would,
something
it
would
would
be
Point
difficult.
is,
It'd
it
just
would be
be pure
best to
freedom.
stay together.
like
Pure freedom. Pure
riding down the street,
America.
America.
You'd also have to shoot. You'd also have to shoot left-handed, and if you're not left-handed, that can be tricky.
True, because the throttle is on the right.
Throttle's on
hand.
the right.
So, as fun as dirt bikes would be,
Mm.
I just, it's that little temptation right there that's going to make everything a lot more dangerous.
We don't
That
have dirt
you
bikes
have to
at
look
home.
at it. You have to look at it and just be like, "That's really cool. I hope somebody gets that one day." And then we move on because that's not our loot today. Like that will get our party killed.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, but
I'll ride in the back
I-
again too. I mean, I cracked my head through a banister, but I'll do it again just
We'll put a
because I
harness
need,
back
I need to
there.
have
I'll
the
take
angle
the
to be able to
back.
shoot.
I'll take the back. Mostly because my model doesn't fit in the actual Humvee, but also because it gives me
Hey,
enough
Rose
open
hair
space
doesn't
to.
fit in the Humvee either.
It gives me enough open space to do the like ritual magic while I'm sitting in the back.
Okay.
All right. So while the dragon is eating the other dragon, we're
putting the tire on.
we're quickly having this conversation. You're gonna put the spare tire back on.
We need it.
Now that you,
that's a good idea. Try to
we've
recover.
noticed
Yeah.
that. Yeah. All right.
It'd be good
so
to have.
we're gonna put the spare tire back on and hop in. Is that the strategy here?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at
Yeah.
Dr. Sanguine. I'll be like, look, man, this is sort of your operation right now. Are you satisfied with leaving this building, having searched it as much as we have? Because we're not coming back. Chances are we're not coming back.
I mean, I would have liked to search it more, but it sounds like we gotta go. We gotta take advantage of this opportunity. The longer we stay, the more likely we're gonna be seen by this dragon.
I do also
already
want
have
to
the
mention
general-
if we are
Let's-
continuing to search within this space,
We're not.
Let's
that
why don't we
dragon's
just
going
get
to be following us.
why don't we just get the doc back to his family in one piece?
We don't really know where to go besides back towards my house. That's the starting point. So we'll start with that. But first, we gotta leave. We gotta drop somebody off with the wagon, 2 people off with the wagons to get those back to the encampment. So we'll do that, and then I guess we'll just head to my house, see if there's anything there that can give us a clue on where to go.
We could just leave it, and then when we happen to be back in town, we could just return it.
The
Can you send
wagon?
a message?
We promised to bring it back.
We did.
The wagon is also stashed on the way back under a highway overpass.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too big of a deal.
Yeah, well, let's take care of that. Let's keep our promises here.
I mean, we could keep our promise after we go see if you're fan. Don't you? I mean,
We promised to bring it back
That's a
today.
very long
like,
trip.
right now.
Like, those
It's an-
horses will starve to death if they're just left.
It's an
I was like,
hour.
we gotta.
Mm.
It's an hour. It's 50 miles away, he said. It's an
Oh
hour
yeah, we have
there.
a Humvee now.
We have
Right.
a Humvee now. It's a car. Theoretically, assuming we don't hit
Oh.
too many roadblocks, it's an hour there, an hour back.
Okay, so yeah, let's do it. Let's just bring them back along the way. It's not an issue. It won't extend the time. 2 people hop off, bring the thing back, we meet up.
Okay.
Let's just
Okay, so it's 5 miles. It's 5 miles back to Piccadilly Farm,
Mhm.
which is where you hypothetically were supposed to return the wagon, and it's another 45 miles beyond that, back into the Arcane Storms to Sanguine's house.
Good.
Whoever takes the Humvee, just make sure we're stocked up and ready to go when we get back with the.
yeah, because
The
it'll take
horses.
us a little longer with the wagon.
Okay.
Good.
All right, let's do it up.
Dude, the horses don't have riding tack, right? They're just like pulling the cart.
Out of character. I don't know much about horses. You're gonna have to tell me what the hell riding
Like
tack
a
is.
saddle, like a saddle and stuff.
Like
Saddle.
a
No,
magic
they-
saddle that
they-
we might have
no.
picked up along the way.
No, they had like a whole like yoke thing built and set up. Like
Okay.
they've done this all kind of proper. It's like all set up. Like it's set up with the whole thing. The only thing is like you do have to steer the wheels to follow along with whatever's
Yeah.
going on. They hadn't gotten that engineered connected and
I
connected
was
yet.
gonna just suggest that we could, free the horses and people can ride them back to town. They would ride faster than towing the cart, and we could just tow the cart with the Humvee.
We have one saddle.
I think we're better off
Have a
just taking the
magic
wagon and
saddle.
driving it back, and
I
we'll
think,
just.
yeah.
I agree.
It's not going to take that much longer. It's not a big deal. We'll drive the. We'll have. Rev, you want to drive the wagon back?
Sure.
Actually, Rev, you wanted to check out the church over there,
Horses
so
love you, right?
I can do that for you if you want. And then you can take
That's
the Humvee. You
okay.
get there before us.
It's not a big deal. We'll just.
Okay.
There's lots of them around.
Okay.
Doctor, you've driven Humvees before during your time in the service, yes? So perhaps
Yeah.
you should be the driver of the Humvee?
I can certainly do that if that's what you guys would prefer. But also, I mean, I definitely have a better chance of defending us in the position that I'm in right now if I'm riding in the back with my pistol. But if that's what you guys would prefer, I don't mind.
I think
I
Ro
hear
should
ya.
drive.
I hear
Ro
you.
should
but
drive.
Ro is a
Oh,
an
she's-
ex-robot turned human 3
And
days
she's
ago.
driving tandem.
I'm a
with
very
Rev.
good driver.
I forgot. She's
I've
driving
driven-
tandem.
I've driven so many times before.
Are you being sarcastic or not? Because you were driving an Aston Martin when we saw you first.
Oh,
I
sure.
was being.
Or were you in the passenger
Do I
seat?
have to say?
Oh. Uh,
I'll drive.
Okay,
okay.
works for me. I'm just gonna get in the back.
All right. I'll be in the back. Is that cool?
All right, so
You're in the back seat.
two of you can be in the back if you want.
Okay.
I'll just be in the regular back.
In the back seat. Okay, so
Inside.
Rev's in the back seat, Nox and Row are in the front, and K9X and Dr. Hermes Sanguine are riding in the open back. Right? That's
It
what we
seems that
got.
way.
I don't think I could share a seat with the Goliath.
Yeah, he's not that much bigger.
Not that fast.
Humvees are pretty big. Humvees are made for like 3 pretty sizable people to sit in the back, shoulder to
That's
shoulder.
true.
You know,
Okay.
you gotta have your
Yeah, I'll be,
your like people in like all of their gear and shit.
Yeah, I'll ride shotgun with
Ro.
Ro.
Sure. All right. And so
Ro,
we're gonna.
when you start moving, you're gonna have to tell Dr. Sanguine so he can hold on.
Cool.
He'll probably just like fall out the back.
I'm gonna message him as we move. Be like, hold on to something.
What?
I like the what.
And as you say what, she immediately hits the gas.
Steps on the gas.
Vroom! So are you just flooring it, or how you doing this? Are you easing into it, Ro?
I feel like Ro would floor it.
So what is it? What is it?
All right, Rev.
Tell me.
Give me the dexterity saving
15
throw.
feet away from a red dragon.
Dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw. Also, K9X as well.
Okay.
If you're in the back.
Sure.
I got a 23, baby. Nat 20.
I pulled off a 19.
Okay, yeah. As fortunately, Ro told you both to hold on, and you actually managed to grab hold. So there's actually it's actually perfect. There's a rail along the back, like a pipe, like rollover type bar that could be used to attach the rear cover if you wanted to cover the back. But you're able to both grab hold of that quickly, just in that instance as she steps on the gas and floors it, as the wheels spit all sorts of rubble and debris out, as the gravel tears up underneath, the sidewalk rips apart, and you just take off. And as you do so, oh, I didn't realize that wasn't frozen.
I say not again.
No. Not again! and you all take off, hearing a massive roaring sound, and yeah, the camera shakes.
I love that it shook the camera at the same, like in time.
Yeah, that's definitely not me kicking the tripod.
No, of course not.
Dragons be dragon.
No, that was great.
And looking back over your shoulder, K9X and Dr. Hermes, you see a limping form of a red dragon attempting to take off, trying to soar up and out of the roof. You see the ripped shreds of one of its wings, not quite working correctly as it starts to take off, following along behind you as it locks eyes right with you, K9X. You can see it like staring into your soul as it burns with anger and hatred and a sort of loathing.
I'll message Ro and just say, drive faster.
Guys, are we gonna have time to stop for the cart?
I'm gonna hit him with a pushing attack.
You're gonna shoot at the dragon?
You're gonna shoot the dragon?
Okay.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, hold on.
I'm talking out loud to these guys because I'm riding in the back. I'm like,
should I shoot it?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't make it any angrier.
It's already angry, man.
It does appear to be it's not able to fly at full speed currently with its wounded wing, so it hasn't taken off fully. It still seems to be struggling at this point.
We can outrun it.
I need to know where I'm going. Are we picking up the cart and the horses?
The main road goes right past them regardless.
So,
but it's just a matter of whether you stop when you get to them or not.
I'm just gonna, mostly I was just talking, talking to them as I'm driving, trying to figure out what.
Where do we go? Where do we go?
Is it tracing us? Like, is this a Jurassic Park? Is this a Jurassic Park Tyrannosaurus Rex?
It is attempting, but due to its wounded nature, it is not flying at full speed. So as Ro is taking off away from it, you realize that actually the direction that you were able to go initially with the Humvee is 100% the wrong direction, kind of through the little neighborhood of the town, because that's just where it was opened and connected. So you do actually have to do like a big old U-turn or do a lap around the block in order to get back headed south towards the actual highway. Because remember, there was that bridge you guys crossed, so you have to get across that river, like back across that bridge that's through the burnt remains of the forest that Rev has so kindly removed for us to prevent any monsters from hiding in it.
As we are moving, I'm gonna put my hand out with the map and be like, Nox, tell me where to go.
Pass that to me, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna I have like a gun in my hand, and I'm like looking in the rearview mirror as we're doing that. I'm just grab the map and throw it to the back.
I'm gonna transfer it to Kai.
I'll take the map, and then I'll use minor illusion to be the GPS. I'm gonna give her a heads-up display that also not only does it reflect her next direction, but it also goes left turn ahead, left turn.
Oh my goodness,
100 yards.
You've got like a straight up a heads-up display on the windshield of the Humvee going.
I'm gonna start clicking it to try to see if it has voice buttons, like changing the voice type.
While this is going on, I'm gonna crouch and take cover, grabbing onto one of the straps on the side of the Humvee, just keeping my pistol trained on the dragon, ready to shoot in case it is actually able to catch up.
Yeah.
And so that I won't fall if we do something crazy. I'm wrapping my armor. So
first thing it tells you to do, Ro, the moment that it starts going, is U-turn now. U-turn now. As you whirl around and turn back, you see the dragon just come right into view as you turn around, and you just see it now staring right at you. It's probably about 400 feet away. But it is 400 feet away, but it is maybe 50 feet up, but directly over the road straight ahead of you. As we need more intense music than this. This is not.
Full speed ahead, yes.
I'm full speed ahead, guys. I need to know where to go.
The danger's not the distance, it's what lies in between.
I don't need fortune cooking wisdom right now.
and you just...
That was sage advice.
Yes.
Continue straight. Continue straight.
All right, guys. Do you want me to shoot
at the rotary? Very slight left.
Now I'm facing over the top of the Humvee, literally looking right at it, coming at us, and I'm like, okay, is somebody gonna tell me when to shoot this thing? Like,
and as it gets closer and closer, Ro, I assume you're hitting the gas, right?
Oh yeah, that's what they told me.
Yeah. You're just flooring it. You're gonna
fortune cookie wisdom.
Just go for it.
And it's manual. You drop a gear. Give me a. It's supposed to be a vehicle handling check to absolutely floor it, and it'll be your action here.
What are we calling a vehicle handling check?
So vehicle handling is good. I recommend everybody make it as a new skill.
Yep.
As a new skill, like a custom skill proficiency, but it's going to generally be a dexterity check. And if you have basic driving license and experience in real life, you would have the half proficiency option that it gives you. If you have anything more intense or beyond that, so this we know for a fact Hermes would have actual vehicle driving proficiency, like full proficiency with land vehicles. And Rev, you said your character might have some like racing experience back in the day, so you might have, right? Is that do I remember correctly on that one?
Said Rev, right?
Rev.
Yeah.
We said Rev. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you had said you had done some like racing-y stuff. So you might also have like full vehicle proficiency. And Nox, did you get any specific like training on like doing car chases and stuff like that with your corporate?
Yeah, part of being an acquisitions agent was like field training. So part of that was being able to drive like numerous vehicles. Like the bike that I had to leave at the Mall of America was a corporate issued like Ducati.
Yeah, and like a lot of like the driving courses and stuff that they do for like armed escorts and security and stuff, they'll go through like, oh, you're gonna practice how to drive through a barricade today. or like, okay, if there's two cop cars parked like this, what's the best way for you to bust through between them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of thing that would give you like the full vehicle proficiency if you've done any sort of that kind of intense or like race type training.
Sweet.
And I'll just trust you all to be somewhat honest there about your characters' backstories in that regard.
Not proficient it is.
Not proficient. The first time K9X tries to drive is going to be.
Crash the ornithopter. Right?
He did crash the ornithopter. Now his story said that he was like attacked by something, but was he really, or was that just a story?
They came out of nowhere. I didn't see them.
Got attacked by a telephone pole.
I was still working on the sleep spell and I put myself to sleep.
Even though you're immune.
Yeah.
All right, so you take off flying, floor it. So that so we said that'll be the vehicle handling check, which is not a dexterity save, but it'll be a dexterity check.
Good.
I'm sorry, you said it's proficiency, right? For me?
For you,
Not
yes.
expert?
So when you exactly, not expertise, but proficiency.
So dexterity with proficiency, and that's it. That's all I got to do, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you like name it like vehicle check.
I just say driving.
Yeah, driving vehicle, whatever you want to call it. All right, Rose. So yeah, you got a 15 on that. Yeah, so you're able to absolutely gun it at just the right moment, just as you see the dragon's yawning mouth stretch wide, and you see a flicker of red flame start to erupt right down towards the car. And just at that moment, quickly drop a gear and floor it as the machine takes off, just pulling you guys out of range of the dragon's fire at the last possible second. As you all glance back over and you see the entire ground right where the Humvee just was scorched to an absolute crisp with dragon fire as it roars. And you all can see it's literally like 30 feet directly overhead as you just zoom right underneath it.
That was close, guys.
Exactly as I had calculated.
Good job, bro.
And with that, the dragon quickly tries to stop, and you see as its wings flutter and the broken, torn up wing fails as it quickly plummets to the ground, dropping as it crashes into the road behind you, leaving a massive impact in its wake. You see it stumble back up to its feet, snarling amongst the burnt, crispy remains of the road where its fire was, as it proceeds to start taking off on all four legs right behind you, sprinting as fast as it can. I need to actually look up what the dragon's running speed is. Oh, okay. It's still pretty fast. Not as fast as its fly speed, but fast enough that every time if you have to like take any evasive maneuvers around obstacles and stuff, it'll start to be catching up with you.
Guys, I think I'm gonna need to start shooting at this.
As it is barely crashes and turns around, it's about 200 feet behind you.
I'll play the clip from Jurassic Park. Shoot her!
Shoot her! Shoot her!
I'm gonna.
Are we doing it?
I think we're shooting at the dragon.
How far did you say?
Wait till it
200
gets
feet
in
away.
range, man.
Okay, 200? Then no. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Until it gets 50 feet closer.
Okay, so you're waiting until it hits like 150 feet, and then we're gonna try to shoot it. All right. As you all lie poised in wait, readying your attacks, Ro, go ahead and give me another vehicle check here, as we try to dart back and forth across a bunch of cars that are kind of haphazardly strewn across the streets. You're able to mostly avoid the first couple cars as you zigzag back and forth, and then the passenger side just slams right up against what appears to be a busted up box truck that's kind of along the side of the road. You bounce off of that one, then the driver's side scrapes as the mirror crashes and falls off. as you just like scrape it right along the side of a little concrete barrier. And as you do so, the dragon starts to catch up, catching 50 feet closer until it's just within range. And Dr. Hermes Sanguine, are you planning to fire off your shot then?
I'm not going to throw away my shot.
And we are going to jump into combat and come back with you not rolling your attack roll yet, because I didn't actually ask you to roll an attack roll because we haven't rolled initiative yet. So we're going to hold that thought, and we will be back after our brief break here on the Arcane Apocalypse as we see Dr. Hermes fire off his shot, as we hear the bullet fire echo throughout the streets of Fort Wright. We'll be back soon on the Arcane Apocalypse. And
Please don't take this role away from me.
And we are back, folks, at the Arcane Apocalypse, where we've just taken off in our Humvee, trying to escape from a wounded red dragon who has been, who apparently had chased down a slightly smaller white dragon and was devouring the remnants of its carcass when it was distracted by the roaring sound of your Humvee coming to life and taking off past the windows near it. Now the dragon is in hot pursuit, and as Ro has expertly navigated the streets of Fort Riley, getting almost back out of the main post area and past towards the singed and burned forest, we just barely accidentally scraped the Humvee on a couple of cars that had been lining the road, slowing us down just enough to let the dragon get close enough for Dr. Hermes to attempt to take his shot. As the dragon gets to within 150 feet of us, we roll initiative here, and we are jumping back in with combat with Baby's first dragon as we attempt to escape from a wounded dragon. And you can see the trail of glitter flying out from behind the Humvee as the thing had been glitter bombed by a booby trap laid by a series of crafty goblins. And now we get our initiatives going down the order. Nox, what do you have?
15.
15. Ro.
A 10.
10. Rev.
I got an 11.
11. Kai got
5.
a 5. Ooh, the only person I think who's going to be going after the dragon.
Yep.
And Hermes, of course, taking
I
his
got a-
shot.
I got a 23.
Got a 23 going right in here at the
One,
top
baby.
of the initiative. And that's the frag. Well, that was a long roar. I didn't expect that roar to be that long. As the dragon roars from behind, Dr. Hermes fires off his shot. And it is your turn.
I got a 25 to hit.
25, absolutely.
12 piercing damage, but I'm going to add to that the goading attack,
Uh-huh.
so that it will have disadvantage on everybody besides me. Let me throw that in there real quick. There it is. And I'm adding 8 damage to the damage from the previous one, and it's going to pass a Wisdom DC 13.
So it's a 20 damage hit and DC 13 wisdom still.
Yep. So as the shot reverberates, cracking straight back towards the dragon as it sinks right into its open mouth as it's screeching at you. It is going to get the DC's 13 on that saving throw as it fails its saving throw, taking the 20 piercing damage from the bullet and getting, what's the effect that it failed?
Wisdom DC 13.
Right. So it failed. So what happens?
Oh, it's a goading attack, so it now has disadvantage on attacking any other party member besides myself. Which, if I'm saying a line again, I'm gonna be like, "Where'd this chicken come from, Kentucky? I prefer fried, not trying to fry me." Was it very? I'm groaning too. That was the plan.
Quick question here: does anybody speak Japanese in character?
Oh nope. Gomenasai.
All right.
Yeah,
Because as you-
Nox does.
Nox does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Legit.
Nox actually speaks Japanese, yeah.
Yeah. As you hear Dr. Hermes hurl out these insults about fried chicken, you hear the dragon screech back, as it roars soundingly in Japanese back at Nox. You hear it scream, "I will fry you all like the tastiest of chickens. Kentucky be damned."
Ro, I just realized Ro actually speaks Japanese as well.
Yeah, in character.
Each other like did
So Japanese is actually functionally draconic. This damn world.
So all the dragons are just flying around yelling at Japanese.
Yup.
Okay.
As there are not fantasy languages, but there are real-world languages in place here in this campaign
What in
setting.
the Tower of Babel is going on?
Just know how to say I don't speak Japanese.
Kind of looking at Nox like, what just happened?
What the? All right, Dr. Hermes, do you have anything else you're doing on your turn there as you onto the dragon, and you see it locking eyes with you as it bellows its retort?
I'll probably, unless I can say in Japanese, the only Japanese I really know is how to say I don't speak Japanese. I'll end my turn there, but I know how to say that if I can say that.
Sure, if you want to say I don't know how to speak Japanese in Japanese.
After I
Are you
take
like
the shot,
hollering it?
after I take the shot and yell, talk shit to it, and it yells back at me, I'm gonna be like, "Gomenasai, Nihongo wakarimasen." Thick American accent. You know what I mean? Like,
Thick American accent, yeah.
that's it.
And with that, it is now Agent Nox's turn.
How far away is Red Dragon?
It is 150 feet away. So we're in chase camera here, where I do not have 150 feet of squares here. I'm just letting you know it's effectively 150 feet behind you. Once it gets within like 100 or so, I'll have the dragon be accurately mapped as far as distance-wise. But for now, yeah.
All right, Nox, hearing the gunshots go off, is going to turn around in his seat and like half body out the window, and prop himself up and rest his shooting arm on the roof of the car and take a shot at the. While I'm aiming, be like, "Man, that was such a cool shot." Then you said all that shit. And then I'm just gonna shoot. My man. Thank you.
Fingers crossed.
There's a 19 hit.
As you fire your shot off, having stuck your, oh, you can't even really see it. Well, we're gonna break the mirror off because we said it broke off anyways.
Sure.
There we go. Now you can see him. Yeah. So yeah, you lean out the window, firing off that shot. And you said a 19? Absolutely, a 19 will hit.
Nice.
That's 14 damage. Whisper, that's the name of your pistol, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to clarify. Just double checking. Yeah. Update that camera. There we go.
I don't know why Dr. Sanguine looks so worried at that shot.
He's breaking the fourth wall.
There's a camera pointed right at us. It's huge.
That's what he looks like when he speaks Japanese.
That's what he looks like when he speaks Japanese.
And then I'm pretty much done until I might take a reaction. I can't really do anything else with my turn.
Yeah, reach out, you fire off your shot. We're only level 3, so you don't have extra attack or anything. And I think your bonus action is all like arm strikes.
It's movement and punching.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm
Absolutely. Though. Hey, 14 damage ain't nothing to shake a stick at.
No. Better than I'm gonna do.
I do have advantage, I believe, on my next roll against him because I hit him because of the Vex, or whatever it is.
If it has Vex, then yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, just double check that your weapon has Vex. But,
it does. Yeah. And it has disadvantage on everybody else.
Right, because it's the goading strike.
Goading.
Yeah, that's why it's locked eye contact and talked back at you in Japanese. There we go. Now I got both of everybody facing backwards, because you should all be facing backwards. And then it is Rev's turn. What are you doing, Rev?
There's not a whole lot I can do at 150 feet, so I'm gonna like real quick turn around, look at the back window, realize the dragon's like quite far away, even though everybody's kind of shooting at this thing. And I'm just gonna like turn back around, sit down, face forward, and I'm gonna put my seatbelt on.
Smart man. Smart man.
Everybody else is like clambering out the windows, holding on with one hand, firing off shots with the other.
I'm gonna
And you're like,
Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel.
yeah, I'm just gonna like sit down, look forward. Very kind of petrified. Yeah, I'm just gonna like slowly put my seatbelt on. And I just kind of hold on. Back to the circuit.
yeah. So you don't have any like buffing spells, kind of bless or anything like that you'd want to
I suppose
cast?
I could.
I don't know. Just as a hypothetical, not trying to.
I may or may not have dropped Bless for Bane. So.
Just in time for you to not be able to be within range for that spell.
Exactly.
It's fine. I mean, yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do.
Probably not.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna. In case somebody, for some crazy reason, like specifically, we're gonna go with Kai, because whatever. But for some reason, he may or may not need to, like, I don't know, make a check of a nature that prayer can help.
Gonna give you guidance.
I'm gonna start praying for Kai. Because,
I
you
appreciate
know.
that.
Sorry. But, yeah. I can only do one, so.
I appreciate it.
So that is guidance.
When you
Yeah, I'm gonna start praying.
when you pray, or when you use guidance and you pray, do you like, is it like lay on hands where you're like outwardly obviously praying, or is it like more of a thing?
In this case, like all of a sudden you just see Red, he's gonna look out, see the dragon, turn back around, eyes wide, buckle up, and he's just gonna like start praying. So, yeah, it's gonna be kind of obvious that that's what he's doing.
It is worth noting you do have to touch the person for guidance, I believe, right? It is a touch spell.
On the plus side, the window in the back is broken out, so.
Right, exactly. So you do have to poke him as you do
fine.
so.
Yeah, Dr. Sanguine's face broke it.
It did. Because remember, it's bulletproof, not face-proof.
Yeah. That was pretty bad. I have multiple concussions. Like, that's really bad for me.
It's magic.
I still smell burnt toast.
Nothing a map won't fix.
And then you're not gonna hit me.
Dragon.
Yeah, I'm gonna mumble in my breath though, to like just for Jacrispy to leave us alone.
And then it is Rose's turn. Okay, so quick little just reminder, since you're the one driving. Basically, there's 3 types of things that you can do while driving. Free action is just maintain course. It costs you absolutely nothing to be like, I'm just holding steady. It's a bonus action if you want to try to accelerate any more, take any sort of maneuvering that you might have to do, say if you were to see any obstacles up ahead. Currently there are no obstacles ahead of you, at least for another half mile down the road. You can basically see all the way back through to the burnt forest and the bridge across the burnt forest. It's all clear the whole way down there. So you don't have to worry about any sort of steering or navigating, which would be a bonus action. Still, if you want to do something like slam on the brakes to get within range for somebody or something like that, that will be your bonus action. If you want to do something crazy with your driving, like attempt to ram through something or do a 180 hand to brake turn or do some crazy drifting or something like that, that'll be an action. Got it?
Yep. I am going to yell out, I need my GPS! And then I'm going to try to accelerate.
Yeah. Alright, so it's a bonus action. You continue to gas it now that we've got just made it past all of the obstacles. It's not going to cost you anything to try to accelerate here as a bonus action. But generally speaking, the ones that are bonus actions are just going to be free. If it requires an action, it's probably going to require a check as far as driving stuff goes.
So if I wanted to use a bonus action, could I use accelerate as an action and then
Sure.
use a bonus action? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
If you've got like some spell or something that's specifically a bonus action, also vice versa, you do the bonus action spell as an action. Maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe not. Nope. Okay. Thank you, Kyle.
Yep.
Either way, yeah, with the car, absolutely.
I shall try to accelerate.
Yeah. So yeah, you go ahead and you floor it again. Hermes and Kai.
Dexterity saves.
Dexterity saving throws again as Ro slams on the gas, having just made it past several, like after having zigzagged through several obstacles. I could probably put some of those obstacles on the screen. But
Do I have advantage since I did mention that?
I've got heroic inspiration. I'm going to use my heroic inspiration to hang on to this car. Hold on.
You also have some guidance.
Oh, that's true. I have guidance. So
does guidance work on saving
I'm going to
throws?
do that. No, resistance.
I didn't realize I was saving throws. Sorry.
So no.
I
I got the nat 20 on the
with the
heroic inspiration.
With the inspiration? All right, yep.
Do I have advantage since I said that I held on this time? So I was like, not again, because I didn't want to fall out of the RP again.
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
Since you already specified that you were holding on, I'll give you advantage, yeah.
Okay, 20, then at 20, 23, okay.
All right, so nat 20s for both of you. As you all have finally realized that Rose driving is going to be a little bit on the erratic side. Mostly she likes to gas it.
Yeah, a little
She's got a little bit of a lead foot there. Yes, like when she decides it's time to go, it's like, no, they said go, so I'm going.
You all chose to trust me with driving the Humvee. I don't know why.
Out of character, did you have like driving proficiency, or you're at the half? I forget what you ended up with. Just the
half.
Like the normal driver's license level. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Just for curiosity's sake. Okay. So one of the people who didn't have any sort of intense driving training is the one doing the driving. Hilarious.
She really wanted to drive.
She did.
You did.
Is this because you didn't get to drive all the time, or as much as you wanted to before?
I actually rarely got to drive unless a client allowed me to drive. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd imagine the handful of times would have been like if the client was way too intoxicated and needed you to in a pinch drive the car.
Yeah,
Maybe?
like I have some experience driving, but it wasn't like something that I was like
The
allowed
regular.
to do with
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it would only been with clients and only if they specifically said, hey, drive the car. Gotcha. Yep. So you're enjoying getting to...
Now I'm driving a Humvee, so...
Driving a Humvee, and you're allowed to go as fast as the Humvee is able to go. which you're currently barely managing to get it up to about 55. Like, it's a functioning Humvee, but in their top peak condition, they top out at 8. At like peak performance level on a Humvee, and that's flooring it in highest gear. So,
What's this?
what's your bonus action? So you're flooring it. They're both managing to hold on. They've gotten used to it now at this point. Sorry, ADHD. Back to what you're doing with the rest of your turn.
I'm gonna bonus action, yell back for Kai to do his sleep thing, and then tell him he's doing a great job and give him bardic inspiration.
Awesome. He's too far away for sleep, but I appreciate the support.
She doesn't
Yeah,
know that.
No, I understand.
Oh, side note, for all of you who are in the car, you actually see that there is a kind of glowing golden light coming from the back seat. As Rev is now a bright glowing. Looks like he kind of went Super Saiyan for a second as he's sitting there praying.
Now,
And you see a little bit of you see him chewing.
That's what we first injected. I didn't know we were gonna get chased by the
Rev, I'm sorry, buddy, but you need physical after this. I don't know what the hell is going on with you.
On the plus side, his hair is hair again.
Oh, that's great.
But is it yellow and spiky?
Yeah. And then
I'm
it's the
just
dragon.
I'm
And
just
you're-
I'm just driving and
Yeah, so you floored it. Sorry, you had a bonus action spell, right? Sorry, bonus action we're gonna do?
I bardic inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration's
Kai.
Kai. It was Kai who got it. Okay, yes. Sorry, I just wanted to remember exactly who it went to. Perfect. And then it is the dragon's turn. As it is woundedly lumbering along, as you've fortunately just started to put a little bit more distance between you and it. It seems to not be able to keep pulling up at this point as it quickly scrambles on the ground, trying to run after you. And you see it leap into the air as it unfurls its wings again, attempting to take flight. And its wings falter as it quickly stumbles back to the ground, staying at 200 feet behind you. As it lands, you see a cloud of glitter dust erupt at its feet.
Yeah.
200 feet is far. Okay.
I mean, you can have Rose slow down if you want.
No, I don't want. I don't want that at all.
I mean,
I thought getting
200 is far for me, too.
Yeah, I've got an idea though.
The dragon's running on foot right now because
we
it
don't
hasn't
have
been
to kill it.
successful.
Right.
I was gonna shout out.
Right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Silent Image 120 feet into the air in the shape of a 15-foot long white dragon. Because I can make a 15-foot cube. I'm gonna make a 15-foot long white dragon. That
Probably a
looks
bit
very
older.
familiar to the one that we just saw, except larger. I'm gonna have it swoop down using the motion I'm allowed to give it, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Minor Illusion for the sound to make it roar in midair as it flies toward the red dragon. So now the illusion of the bigger brother of the white dragon it just killed is flying straight for it from the sky, roaring at it.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check as you
Okay.
attempt to create this complicated illusion.
Sure. I'm gonna roll an Arcana check.
Mostly this is
Mind
in-
you, I have.
Oh, I know.
Okay. I have
You're likely to
sources of
succeed.
bonuses.
Yeah, you're likely to succeed on it.
Sure. I rolled a
This is-
24.
You're effectively rolling an intimidation check on behalf of your illusion.
Yeah, I
really
rolled a
what's going on.
24 off the die, but I'm gonna give it the bardic inspiration I'm gonna give it the 1d4 for the other one.
Okay.
It's only another 1. That makes it a 25. No, let's throw the Bardic Inspiration into it too. Let's give it everything.
Okay, guys, look at the initiative tracker.
Yep. That's a solid 1.
Do you see? That was a roll to self, but the 3D die decided to roll directly
Right
over
onto-
top of that.
Well, I got a total of a 30 on my multiple.
Yeah, well, the red dragon got a nat 1. So even with its bonus, you don't realize this, Kai, but this young red dragon has actually already encountered the older brother of that white dragon.
Oh.
And that's exactly what it looks like.
I nailed it. Nice.
And you absolutely nailed it. And actually, so for those of you who speak Japanese, you hear it say back. You hear it scream out. Karumoto Joru! Is that you?
If you feed me lines, I can say them, but I don't know Japanese, so I have no idea.
In character, the two of you who speak Japanese heard it say what sounds like a name. 10th son. Is that you? And then as it does so, like it like suddenly like rears back startled, and it actually sounds almost, I didn't make it sound scared when I said it because I was just trying to scream in Japanese.
Sure.
It sounded actually a bit terrifying.
There are 10 of them?
Well, this
That was only 9.
so there's at least 11, or there were at least 11.
Well, the other one could have been one of the other
Just tell him how to say yes in Japanese. He's hi or something.
And that was Kai's turn. So
Yeah,
we're back at the
Kai's
top with Dr. Hermes Sanguine.
How far is it?
It is 200 feet back now.
It's 200 feet back, so at the disadvantage.
What's the
didn't
range
tell
on your
him.
pistol? Sorry.
I also didn't tell any of you guys I was doing this, so from all of your point of view, there's now a white dragon roaring in the sky, flying toward the red dragon.
They did see you. They would have seen you casting spells, right?
That's true.
But yeah.
My range is 50 to 150, so...
Wait. So it says 50/150, right?
Yes.
So, just a reminder. So you should have had disadvantage on your previous attack, for clarity's sake. 50 is normal range. 150 is disadvantage range. Beyond 150, you can't shoot at all.
Oh, okay.
Right? It's not you have a range of between this and this. It's close range and far range are the two categorizations, and at the far range is always disadvantage.
Luckily, I didn't need advantage.
You
I
didn't
actually
need
rolled really well.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You rolled
so it still works.
you rolled both. You rolled. I think you got like a 23 on both rolls or something.
Yeah,
on
it
that
was
attack.
great.
Like it was. Yeah.
It's crazy. So it was all right, but
Technically, same thing for Agent Knox, but I think you also rolled high on both rolls. I mean, you didn't realize that, but we're not going to worry about that.
okay. So I can't even shoot at all.
Correct. At 150 feet, you cannot reach it. It is out of range for your pistol because it's a pistol.
In that case, is there anybody critically wounded or anything like that right now? Like anybody take actual damage so far? Because if I can't heal anybody, there's nothing really that I can do for my character.
I take that back. I am down on hit points, although I don't know if we determined whether or not the medicine kit works on me. I'm at 11 hit points out of 20, so I have 9 to gain, but I don't know if the medicine kit works on me.
I don't think so.
None of my features say it does. Like, my features tell me that, like,
specifically how to heal you because you can get healed with mending.
Yeah, I can get healed with mending, but then I can also get like cure wounds, healing word, mass cure wounds, and spare the dying all work. But it doesn't say that healing kits work.
Right. Yeah. So I would say, and plus that's actually a specific feature. Healing kits, med kits don't typically heal. I'm gonna go ahead and
battle mech.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I think not. He's a robot. You could maybe attempt. What I'm gonna say is if you study with Nox, you might be able to gain that ability, but you'd have to do some time studying. Nox has already done the studying, so we know Nox can do repair and repair work.
You can gain like magical
Like, not
healing
like,
though, right?
not like in a fight though. Like,
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the
And I
downtime.
can work on.
Yep, yep.
Yes, magical healing works on me despite the construct of nature.
Okay, so there's really nothing I can do.
Except for action.
But it's out
Well,
of
I
range.
can't. It's out of range to the point where I
Oh.
can shoot at
Once
it.
you're at 200 feet, he's got
comes within range.
you could ready.
You can use the hold action. The hold. Yeah. You can hold your action to shoot at it when it comes in range.
Yeah.
Which just it means it'll use your reaction when it does eventually fly into range, if it does. But
Okay, I'll do that then. That's it.
Yep. So yeah, you take aim ready, waiting for the moment that it gets within range. You know, gotta wait till you can see the whites of its eyes, right? And Agent Nox, are you in a similar situation then? Leaning out the back of the car here.
I'm gonna kind of like look front, then look to the back and see like the front. You said that like the road ahead was mostly clear.
I accidentally muted my audio. Sorry. I was switching the camera and accidentally bumped the mute button. Sorry, what did you say, Agent Nox?
Oh, I was just saying, Nox kind of looks to the front and to the back, and you said in front, the road ahead was mostly clear.
Completely clear, yeah.
Okay, cool. So in his head, he was like, "Should I help Ro by, like navigating since she's just flooring it apparently?" And I'm like, she's probably gotten straight away. And then I'm going to post up again, following Dr. Kermie's move and holding my action to blast away if it gets within 150 feet.
All right. 2 pistols poised and ready to shoot the moment it gets within range. And then we can move on to the glowing Reverend sitting in the back seat, praying, trying to make everything go well.
Yeah, in my glowing radiance, I guess. As I start to, really feel the divine spark.
Your eyes are closed, so you don't even know that you're glowing.
I don't even know.
You don't even know you're glowing.
Flower hair.
Yeah, hair got to mumble, but now I'm irradiated. I guess
You're
I'm
glowing
like,
green.
doesn't mean green. I'm radiating, right? So irradiated. Not that I can't really do anything. I suppose I can heal Kai, but I don't think that's necessarily needed right now. So I'm just gonna keep praying, I guess. But I'm gonna pray this time for Ro. As I've been like bouncing around in the back a little bit. Just that she could help get us home safely and away from this dragon.
And away from the dragon.
Yeah, but that's so sweet.
Yeah, you used to like every once in a while catch me mumbling crispy.
We killed this dragon for you.
I feel like I rarely see my minifig from this angle, and I really like the addition of the dial on the side of my
On
head.
the side of the head, yeah.
Yep.
It's a good look.
I think it's actually supposed to be like a clock piece. Actually, if I update the camera, I think there you go. You can see it even better there.
Yep.
Man.
It just got its little adjusted angle.
And all the glitter.
And all the Lego glitter pouring out the back. I actually need to get a bunch of that little piece right there, the one that's in the most like this guy, to be the glitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like translucent almost.
I'll buy you a bag of this.
Yeah, of just the little opalescent pieces to use as glitter.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Gonna go on Bricklink and just order all of
Get
them
like
that
a
everybody
Hello
has.
Kitty set. I'm sure it'll be in there.
Oh yeah. For stuff like that, I order like third-party bulk Lego from strangers on the internet who have bought bunches of sets and sorted them all. Anyway, so praying for Ro this time, and then Ro, what are you doing?
I am gonna call out, haven't heard my GPS in a while, and I'm gonna stay the course.
So your GPS is currently roaring at another dragon.
Your GPS is in another castle.
GPS.
They're left. I guess.
I'll get confused about which one I'm casting where. The GPS speaking from the white dragon and
The dragon shows up in the car.
I got concentration.
I'm gonna stay the course, and I think I'll end my turn if there's no obstacles.
Yeah, just continuing to get away from the dragon as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And the dragon continues to lumber forward at you. Yeah, I know you can't see it. I know you can't.
can't quite.
As with a seriously exerted effort, you hear a scratching, roaring sensation as it quickly turns and actually starts to take off, darting into the tree line.
Wow, I scared it.
It's the wrong one. There we go. As you see it quickly try to take cover, recoiling and hiding from the white dragon. Apparently, the illusion that looks just like a white dragon named Kuramoto Jorao.
Hence fun.
Nobody told me how to say yes in Japanese. So on my turn.
That's nice.
So on your turn,
On my turn, I'm just gonna have the dragon swoop a little lower and closer to where we saw it go into the trees, and again it will repeat its roar. Past that, I think I'm good. I don't have an action I want to do. I don't have a bonus action I want to do. I think I just want to maintain concentration on the distraction here. So. I think that's the best I can do. I will try. I am going to lose range on it though if we keep driving. So it is what it is. But
what's the range on it?
my range is 120 feet with silent image.
And I mean, you passed it 120
And my
feet straight up, right?
Yep.
When you did it initially, it was 120 feet straight up, and then you guys started moving.
And I'm having it having it swoop down. So if it's as we pull away, we're going to end up outside of this triangle.
Yeah. So at top of initiative, it will be out of range then, because you guys are going pretty much as fast as you can make this thing go at this point. So with that, as it swoops down towards it, roaring out again, suddenly it just fizzles out of existence as the car just gets out of range. And as you continue to peel away from the dragon,
If that's the case, can I cast a bonus action minor illusion that just is the words "bye bye" and have it say it in Newman's voice, like the computer in Jurassic Park?
Yeah. What's the range on that?
90 feet.
Sure. But yeah, at like just 90 feet straight behind you at road level, as the previous illusion disintegrates and you see the red dragon slowly, like, confusedly lumbering back out of the tree line. Suddenly, bye-bye! And that's where we are going to end this week's episode of Arcane Apocalypse. And we will see you all next time in 2 weeks. Will the dragon continue to hunt them? Are they going to be able to make it back to Piccalilli Farm safely? Tune in next time to find out.